Hey, what up, everybody? Money and Case Seriously Lighthearted podcast here, and I am here to talk about the highly anticipated TV show of the year. I'm a big fan, but we're talking House of the Dragon. We're talking Game of Thrones here. Let's just be real. We're talking Game of Thrones, and I'm excited because it's only a few days away, and I've been trying to bottle my excitement for quite a while. I mean, I literally didn't watch the recent trailer until today before making this video. I was holding. I was actually going to hold to the first episode was aired and then watch it afterwards. But I figured, you know what? I want to speak on it. I want to make a video about it. I need to watch the trailer. I need to know what's going on. And man, I'm ready. I'm ready for it. Now, I know the last few seasons of Game of Thrones kind of threw everybody off, and we might have lost some bandwagon fans, but I'm holding tight. I'm still with it. I'm still with it. I know the bar is so high right now. Bar is so high because if you're a Game of Thrones fan, you just want the best for the series. You know what I mean? You want the best, and this is this is during a time where one of the favorite characters, which is the dragons, should just be out and about. You know, they should just be in the background on mountains, flying around, doing whatever. Um, so I guess that's part of my concern. If I had a concern, that's part of my concern is it's a lot of CGI. Now, I know they got the budget for it. It's HBO. I know they got the money for it, but I hope they really took the time to make it crisp. I mean, the CGI for Game of Thrones was ridiculous. I mean, show was so big it took a year off, mainly for that CGI. So it's one of those where they absolutely need to make sure that it is crisp. At least, please do for us fans. Please do. Um, but I've already started to hear some of the critics. Um, and I don't know if they're critiquing actually seeing the episode already. I don't know if it was just a critique on, things they've heard or whatever. But critics are going to be critics. I mean, first off, again, being a fan, this is a whole nother series. This is not, it's a prequel to the other Game of Thrones. We're going, I believe, 200 years before Game of Thrones or before the series that was just out. But it's still its own entity. And I think people need to remember that. And of course, I'm speaking to myself when I say that because I need to remember you got to treat this like any brand new series that you watch. You got to just go with it. Of course, you are going to have the history. You're going to have familiar characters, names, families, and stuff like that. But it's still its own entity. And I'm telling you and myself, have to remember that going into this. Now, HBO had a lot of time to make this right. So I know a lot of people are going to be like, if this is bad, they're going to be very, very disappointed. I don't think it's going to be bad. It may not be as good as, Game of Thrones series. But I don't think it's going to be bad. I'm sure the actors are going to be fine. I'm sure the directors are going to be as awesome. I'm sure cinematography, everything else is going to be on par with what we have came to know with Game of Thrones. I think probably what most people are worried about is the story itself. That was a big issue with the last Game of Thrones is the story just started moving really fast and they weren't building up characters as much. Now, I know they were like, look, we gotta end this. Episodes were getting shorter. They were trying to speed up things. I get it. Of course, I'm greedy. I would have wanted more. Shoot, I want each episode to be an hour to 2 hours. If I had a choice. So, but I ain't got a choice. Um, but I think everyone's kind of worried about the story because it's about the reign of the Targaryens. I don't know. I know they reigned for a long time, so I figure 200 years before the rebellion with Robert Baratheon. So they probably they probably having some squanderies right now, but it's not close to the end for the Targaryens yet. Um, but based on the trailer, it looks like it's a power. Of course, Game of Thrones, so it's a power struggle, and it looks like it's a power struggle within the Targaryen family. Um, Being that it seemed like it was a power struggle between the king's daughter and his brother, who's the rightful heir, but it sounded like he was trying to make her the heir, which is cool. Which is cool. Especially since the trailer doesn't give away too much, which is what I like. Especially if we're about to go into hour-long episodes, 10 episodes, hopefully this season. I don't even know what the episode count is. At least 8, but hopefully it's 10. Um, and they're gonna have the characters they're gonna have to build upon. So I'm glad they're not giving away too much. I think the trailer was great visuals, and of course you get to see what what people are excited about, like myself, is the dragons. I gotta tell you one thing. I saw a couple dragons. That dragon with that giraffe neck, whoo, that bad boy looks big and fierce. And I started Googling some different photos, and it was all that dragon. So I'm guessing, I believe that dragon, I'm not right. I don't know. But based on the trailer, that dragon is the king's brother's dragon. I'm pretty sure they each have one. But man, if that's his dragon, that dragon was bad. That dragon was bad. But of course, you got to have dragons out the gate. Game of Thrones, we didn't get the dragons to the end of the season 1, and then it had that slow buildup of them growing older and getting bigger. But these dragons are full blown dragons, just out the gate. So I mean, seriously, you better have one in every episode. You have to. And the battles. The one thing I don't want to see. I honestly don't want to see the dragons in every battle. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some epic battles with dragons fighting dragons. I'm sure there's enough dragons where some dragons they're not going to make it. They're not going to make it for whatever reason. But I don't want to see every battle have a dragon in it. I know it's not all about the Targaryens. I know there's going to be other families and other houses and stuff going on. But I want dragons, but I don't want it to be all about the dragons. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Comes out on August 21st. Man, I hate to say it, but I ain't gonna lie. I'm probably gonna start just rewatching some of my favorite Game of Thrones episodes just to get amped up for it. Probably is all I'm gonna do Sunday. I don't know. Hopefully I'll throw in some exercise or something, but I'm gonna be pretty geeked up. And man, I gotta double check, but I think it airs. Man, so you know what? I used to watch Game of Thrones on cable, and I always watched it on HBO East, so I could watch it at 6:00. But now I just got HBO Max, and I don't know what time it's actually gonna premiere on HBO Max. I'm hoping, my fingers are crossed. Oh, please. I'm really hoping that it airs at 6:00 on HBO Max on East Coast time. I'm on the West Coast. I really do. Because I would wait for 9:00, but man, if I could watch it at 6, I can watch it at least twice, before going to sleep. I gotta work the next day. I gotta go to sleep early. I gotta get my rest. But man, I'm like every episode I've ever watched of Game of Thrones when it was coming out. I always like watching it back to back because there's so much in every episode. I know I'm missing something. So the first episode, I'm just taking it all in. And the second episode, I'm trying to look at those little details, listen to those little things. Because as you know, if you know Game of Thrones, man, you can have episode 1 tie into episode 7. And then 2 seasons later, an episode ties into the second episode of season 1. Like, it's going to be all connected. It's going to be exciting. I'm excited. I'm going to be honest with you. I am super excited. Because I'm a Throny. I'm a Game of Thrones fan. And honestly, like I said before, it may not be as good as the original series that ended, with Kit Harington and all of them. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be a great series. It's going to be entertaining. I'm looking forward to it. And honestly, man, I can't wait for August 21st. It's going to be a great day. And hopefully the show is so epic that, you bring back Game of Thrones nights at places. I know football's coming. I get it. I'm a football fan too. But I'm sorry. If that Sunday night football game is not fire, if I'm watching Detroit and somebody else, I'm sorry. I'm not it. I'm not in it. I'll record that. I'll go back to that. I'll watch that on silent on my app or something to that extent. But Game of Thrones is gonna get the big screen. I'm just gonna be real. Game of Thrones is going to get Game of Thrones is gonna have the big screen. It's Sunday night. Now if the game ain't fire, it's Game of Thrones. Now I'm just rambling. All right. I'm just saying, August 21st, Game of Thrones. House of the Dragon, the wait is over. That's it. I'm excited. That's all I got. So, with that being said, if you got the time, like, share, comment, check out the podcast, Money and Cake series, Lighthearted. And, man, tell me what you think in the comments, man. I'm thinking I'm gonna do some kind of recording probably after each episode and kind of talk about the episode. I'm not one to throw out spoilers and stuff, but I'll make a notation spoilers because there's going to be spoilers for those that haven't watched it. I know some people are gonna probably want to wait till the series is completely out and binge watch it. You do you. That's crazy to me. Not with this series, not with Game of Thrones, but you do you. So, anyways, I'm out of here. A Money and Cake series is Lighthearted. Deuces.